Hey, what's up, everybody? Jason Barnaby from Firestarters Incorporated. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Friday's Fiery Five. And you know what? Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit and probably rant a little bit about this whole thing with mental health. And this is why it's important to me. Lots of reasons. I attended and spoke at a funeral of a 32-year-old former student of mine last Friday who um, had some consequences to bad choices, but also I know that she struggled with self-talk and support and those kinds of things. Got an email last night from my daughter's school. A 14-year-old girl, somebody's daughter, took a bottle of pills and is not here anymore. And y'all, it breaks my freaking heart to know that we're missing the mark with helping people where they are. Social media has made it in such a way that we feel like we have to be other than, we have to be better, we have to be perfect. We take 25 pictures to to post one, and then even that one gets filtered, right? We're missing the mark. And I know I've talked about this before, but these are my actually I have a couple. I don't know where there it is. We have a couple of these stacks of what if about cards. What if abouts are those pesky fears that work hard to keep us stuck and afraid. And I just want to read through some of these. I had asked people to write these down at a keynote, and these are the things that people are writing down. And before I read those, if you are a leader, and especially, I would say, I was going to say, especially if you're face to face, but I think even remotely, um, do you know, like if you have an office, do you know the names of all the people that sit outside your office? Do you know something about each of them? What makes them tick? Do you check in on your people? Somebody told me this week, good friend of mine, he said, I didn't leave the company left me. And the other thing that he told me, he said, I got a new boss, and this boss never asked me for the year and a half that I reported to them, never asked me how I was doing. Not once. We're missing the mark. And people are showing up with these kinds of things. I'm just going to flip through. When I said to write them down, I'm too loud, too comfortable, too familiar, too vulnerable. What if that makes those I'm trying to connect with uncomfortable? What if I can't perform? What if I need too much help? What if I make too many mistakes? What if I make the wrong decisions? I told them to write one. This was one card I just read you. I don't have enough experience. I'm too much. I'm too loud. What if I fail? I'm not good enough. I'm too gay. Statistics show that people in the LGBTQ plus community are at a higher risk of suicide than those than the average folk around us. Don't have enough experience, not enough, not enough. Um, let's see. I'm not qualified. I'm not ready to take on this task. I'm not smart enough. I'm not active enough. What if I could be working harder and not trying my best? I'm not a good enough father. What if they interpret my large number of questions as inexperience in my position? Listen, if you are a leader, you have a responsibility to create psychological safety for your people. And if your people are afraid of retribution, if your people are afraid that you won't give them the responsibility, that you won't ask them to do the thing, that you're going to tell somebody else, or that you're going to belittle them in front of others, they will not tell you how they feel. When was the last time that you asked your people, give me feedback? Feedback should be something that's happening all the time, not just once a year in some stupid performance review that nobody cares about and pays attention to. How are you doing? How can I help you today? What challenges can I help you overcome? How can I support you in a way that makes you feel valued and seen? That is what we need to do. And that is where we start to take over this mental health crisis that we have. Fire always wins. Fan the flame, ignite hope, torch fear. Peace.